Hello, and thank you for coming back to Blue Marble Photography. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm going to speak to a little bit about photography philosophy and how it applies. Is critique for your work a good thing or a bad thing? That's a big question, right? Now, I think in the last video I was talking about joining groups and how it is people, administrators can be a little inconsistent when you start getting multiple administrators, it becomes more of a challenge to be a part of that than it is to just go out and make work and not think about, that's my point. I shouldn't be thinking about the group when I'm making my work. I should be focusing on what I need to make and why I'm making it, right? Art is not just about this haphazard thing that we're doing necessarily. It's about intent. It's about making something that tells a story, and you're thinking all of these things through. If I've got in the back of my mind a person who's telling me, you should make these things, you should make your photographs like this, I don't like it when you do that, or whatever, and all of a sudden your mind is blanking out because these voices are coming in. I'm not hearing voices, but these other voices are trying to tell you what to do. Is that really what we want to do? Now, obviously, again, I'm not talking about commercial photography. I'm not talking about portraits or wedding photography. I'm just talking about the artistic endeavor you want to take and the things that you just want to make. Just you. Now, there's a point to getting there, and this is how critique might fit in or might not fit in. I don't know. What is critique? Well, critique is when you realize, as a photographer, artist, whatever you call yourself, you realize there are people who are better at making photographs than you are. And what I mean by better is they're more experienced, you've seen their work, and you respect them, and so you want to ask them to take a look at your work and see what they say. Okay, that is a more formal critique. Now, I'm not opposed to that. I think that's great. Go ahead and do that if that's what you want to do. And just know these few things here. First and foremost, I'm going to ask a specific photographer to critique my work. What's he probably going to say? What is he probably going to think? Well, he's a lot like you already, right? He's a photographer. And what is he thinking? Well, he's first thinking about what he does when he makes a photograph. And he's looking at your work thinking, what is he going to do? Well, it looks like my work. It looks great. Or he might think, it looks like this other great photographer. It looks great. And those are the references, just like you, just like me. He's going to have specific references that he's thinking about. And the point is, perhaps these references have nothing to do with where you really want to end up. So if you want to make photographs like that guy or that lady or whoever, if you want to make photographs like them, then have them critique your work. Or if there's something about their work that you really like, but you're probably going to tweak it and make it your own, you are capable of doing that, then yeah, have them critique your work. But if you're just trying to copy them, then all you've done is you've plagiarized them. You've just basically done what somebody else has already done. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's a good thing. I've started doing bird photography in the last 6 or 7 years. I started really getting serious about it, probably even shorter time than that, 3 or 4 years. I've really been interested in static bird photography, portraits and that sort of thing, which I thought, everybody's doing it already. Why would I want to do that? Well, I know why I want to do it now. It's really difficult. I love the challenge, but I know that at some point, I'm going to do something else with it. I don't know what yet. Now, I've made all kinds of bird photographs in the past, silhouettes and stuff like that. And who knows, maybe eventually this static part of this will merge into what I already do with these dreamscapes. That's what I'm hoping to do. But you have to get good at something first. So if you're looking to just improve your work because you love what they're doing and you understand that it's only going to be a part of your overall artistic approach, that's a healthy way of looking at it. But at the same time, understand that even the best photographers will have a sort of tunnel vision as to what they think they would rather see than what you did. So be careful if you're going to ask for critique, and just understand that its value is very limited to your overall trajectory of where you're going in your photography world and your photography walk. So thank you for coming by. Thank you for listening. Keep shooting, keep getting better, keep growing, and we'll see you later.